weekly recap. Here's what happened, what I've noticed in the last week in the bodybuilding and fitness industry. First of all, Mike the Badass, second place at the Olympia in the Classic Division right after Bumstead. Right now, he's been posting his progress a little bit. He's looking really, really big. And the thing is, if he's going to want to make weight, he's probably going to have to cut one of these legs there because these are the legs of an open bodybuilder. Somehow, the classic guys, they always lose a lot and a lot of weight and they end up being ready and making the weight cap, which is very surprising to me. I believe that they should maybe add 10 pounds to the classic category. Do you guys think he's going to win next? Personally, I got my money on Urs. All right. That's my bet, especially that now C-Bum is retired. There's an open spot next year.
Don't put any of that shit about Derek or Hottie.
Chris Bumstead has a little secret, a dirty little secret that he knows. So what do you think Chris meant by that? I think he knows who Derek's and Hottie's coach is. He wants to keep it to himself. He doesn't want to tell anybody because he's been told not to tell anyone, which is totally fair. Because the big open spot that's free there because the Honey Rembod stopped training all his elite athletes. And we got some elite Canadians prepping for the 2025 seasons. Regan Grimes is one of them. Right now, he's about 304 pounds. And at that weight, that's his best condition ever, I believe. And this shows for the next year. He kind of shared them a little bit. Nothing is concrete. But I think he wants to do the New York, Toronto, run. So there's a lot of trouble for all the Americans and all the Canadians if they want to compete there. But there's another Canadian here that we should not sleep on is Morgan Mac, Big Mo. He posted a before and after. That's pretty crazy. It looks like the new 340-pound Big Mo ate the old 280-pound Big Mo because he got so big. So that's pretty impressive. Check them out, Regan Grimes and Morgan Mac. They're the two main Canadian guys that are going to compete next year. And I might compete too. I just didn't pick a show yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm just working on my dad bod, and that's enough for me now. So we just said about Morgan eating the old Morgan, but because we're talking about eating here, let's talk about Martin Fitzwater, who just ate the competition at the Prague show, beating C-Bum, beating Clarita. But you know what he said? Hey, I'm not done. He officially said that his next show is going to be the Pittsburgh Pro and maybe Dubai Pro. So we're pretty lucky because we're going to see Martin Fitzwater active in the 2025 seasons, even if he's qualified already for the Olympia. I think he wants to rack some wins and stack some money. So Martin, go get that bag. Really exciting. I like when guys do more than one show when they're qualified. It just makes the whole sport elevate and more exciting, and all the promoters are really happy, I'm sure, because they're getting like the top guys compete at their show. But the thing is, who would want to do Tyler Manion's personal pro show? Because the Manions are promoting that show. It's their first ever pro show they're actually promoting, I believe. And the prize money for the first place for the Open is $100,000. Pretty cool. And I heard that Dubai might be like $500,000 US, like for the divided in three categories. So that's pretty crazy. I'm really happy all the shows are giving more money because back years and years ago, Milos would win like 10 grand winning a show. And then I won 10 grand just 2 years ago. I'm glad that finally we're catching up to the inflation because 10 grand back then is probably like 30 grand now. So yeah. The first show of the season is actually the Arnold Classic. And since Samson Dowda announced that he's going to do it, all I've heard is crickets from the other competitors. Are they afraid of Samson Dowda competing? He is the best in the world after all. So anybody going there might be fighting for second, as you might say. Unless you're Derek, unless you're Martin. Martin, the Arnold Classic, you be there. You could beat Samson if you want. There's a lot of spots there. And the Arnold Classic for me was, one of the funnest show I did. Was really cool, really well organized. I love Arnold. Thanks for everything you did in the sport. Like he's going to watch this, probably not, but whatever. It's out there in the world. Grateful for Arnold. Enough about next year. The future is uncertain. The future is false. It doesn't exist here in the now. The next show that's happening next week is the Big Men Weekend show. Big Men Weekend. There's going to be a lot of big men there for sure because Akim is coming with a vengeance. So he was in Romania. Didn't get the placings he want, and now he's going to do that show here in Alicante, Spain, I believe where it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. And with his updates that he posted, this is the best Akim I've ever seen. And everybody in the fitness industry is agreeing, commenting, Phil Heath, all these guys, they're saying this is the best Akim ever. He kind of leveled up. Obviously, his back double will be one of his weakest shots, right? But the conditioning is, even from the back, is starting to get a little bit freaky. We're not even going to talk about his front double bicep because that's just, his arms are like Ronnie Coleman level there. The splits in the biceps, striations, the density. It's like one of his leg. Uh, what if his leg? One of his arms looks like it's as dense as one of Tom Platt's legs. That's how crazy it is. I've been trying to find the competitors list for the Big Man Weekend Pro show. I haven't found it. I guess because it might be on a Sunday. They're releasing it. They always release the list the week before. It might be tomorrow. I don't have it, but I've seen Bree Lewis posting a big update. I've seen some other guys not as popular. So far, it looks like it's an easy dub for Akim, honestly, unless Martin decides to do it or somebody like that. I think Akim's going to get that qualification right now. And the cool thing, we get a qualification like that early in the season or at the end of the season, because there's always a cutoff before the Olympia where if you qualify, you actually qualify for the next Olympia. So that's a good idea. And that's what I thought Martin would have done. He'd just take the year off and just compete at the Olympia and with new muscle. But no, not Martin. Martin wants to get that bag, like I said. But Akim, I think that's what Akim's going to do. He's going to do that show, win that show, rest a little bit because he had a good season, rest a little bit, and then start doing Akim 3.0 for the Olympia. So that's my prediction. That's my recap of the week. If you want to get in shape like Akim, like Martin, all these guys, you're going to need the right supplements. You need good formulas. And Jack Factory has good formulas. But wait, don't go into the website right now. Don't. The Black Friday sale starts November 28th all the way up to December 4th. You're going to have the free shaker cups, free t-shirts, and free shipping. All that kind of, it's going to be really worth it. If you want some Jack Factory, November 28th, log on. Code AV, you're going to save money on top of the Black Friday sale. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like this little update. And I'll see you guys around. And remember, the pump is the cure.